Horses are no laughing matter in that aspect. A couple more practices and a full rehearsals in between now and then, just to try and get things dialed in, make it as good as we can.
Action stations, it's the day before the medieval fair. The team are travelling 30 miles northwest to Traquair House.
First challenge is getting down off on track. As the driver, it's your responsibility to make sure that the horses have a comfortable drive, to encourage them to feel that going into the lorry is a good thing to do. So you're always having to look really far ahead, trying to do every gear change as smoothly as possible, every corner as smoothly as possible, as little braking and as little stopping and starting as possible. And then that gives them a much easier ride, and they can stand really comfortably and have a nice time.
The weekend's event takes place at Traquair House, Scotland's oldest inhabited house, situated just outside the village of Innerleithen. Though they've all arrived safe and sound, Connor's plans have changed yet again.
I've had another horse change. Crosby, that I showed you the other day, is now lame, so I'm on Rhea, the big grey mare, the second from the end on the box there. Third horse, third time lucky, I suppose.
The morning of the jousting performance. Time to get into costume. And who are you going to be cheering for today?
Mummy again.
Mummy again? Oh, you're not going to cheer for Daddy?
No.
Why?
I don't love you.
Oh, right, okay.
Anything can go wrong on horses, so you need to know. Could be the last thing you do getting on a horse. I've just taken wrist up, I've had old injuries on the wrist before, so yeah, my first show that I did actually last year, I came back with a sprained wrist and soft tissue damage, so yeah, like, it's part of the sport, but it was entirely my mistake.
The show tells the story of knights in a knockout competition. They're vying for Lady Sophia's hand in marriage.
The actual jousting aspect is basically historical knights cantering towards each other with the lances, the long poles, and shields, and we're basically trying to knock each other off whilst entertaining the crowd.
Not all of the knights want to play fair, though.
Checkmate Fitzpercy is the villain of the show. He would be the classic sort of black knight. I'm just basically this sort of like crazy character that's just like full of anger and passion for jousting, and he just wants to basically win by any means necessary.
First to be knocked out and toppled from his horse is Lewis. The bloodthirsty villain continues his onslaught on the ground. Lewis is forced to yield. He's out of the competition. Connor is the only knight left standing against Sir Checkmate. Sophia must take matters into her own hands. Teaming up with Connor, she jousts her checkmate into submission.
When my character has disgraced himself and been basically proven unworthy by the other knights, to teach me a lesson, they basically tie my feet up and drag me by the legs around the arena behind a horse. It's basically just to prove to the crowd that I'm done and dusted.
Connor is crowned champion, thanks to a little help.